So, we getting out of this hellhole?
We're gonna try. Weather seems stable.
And we just robbed the Leviticus Cornwall train.
We got money in our pockets. The worst is behind us, gentlemen. So the question is, where now?
I know this country a little. I told you, we should set up camp in Horseshoe Overlook near Valentine. We'll be able to hide out there no problem, as long as we keep our noses clean.
Well, then let's go. Clean noses and everything else. Arthur, you're in that one. Bring Hosea. I know you two like to talk about the good old days and what's gone wrong with old Dutch.
I left my heart in Valentine.
Lenny! Micah, get over here!
Christ.
Yes, boss.
I was
You
humming.
two ride up ahead, make sure there's no surprises. We've had enough of those.
This game looks
Me with the boy?
amazing.
Just go.
Come on, kid. You can buy me a whiskey.
See you later, Nut. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Like, okay. Look at how beautiful it is, man. 12 FPS or so, but not a big deal.
Get us out the stream.
I know how to fucking
Gotta
drive.
keep us moving, but calm.
I'm just whacking the horses over and over. Not for me. Ah,
Shit!
shit.
Okay, let's take a look.
You all right back there?
Does everything look all right?
Well, what's going on?
Ah, I broke the goddamn wheel.
All right, let's get it fixed.
You need help?
I reckon we can handle it. All right, Charles, you and me hold the thing up while you try and put the wheel back on, Arthur.
You still strong enough to hold up a wagon?
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Don't say less. Pick the wheel up. Nearly there. There.
See? You ain't so useless after all.
Not quite.
Jesus Christ. Engines.
What do you think?
If they wanted trouble, we wouldn't have seen them.
Poor bastards. We really screwed them over down here. Come on, let's not push our luck.
What happened?
Well, get in. I'll tell you.
This is what they call the acknowledging the atrocities of the Native Americans portion of the game.
Not too far now. Stay on this trail. We'll follow the river, then cut left inland. Get up there. Let's stick tight. So, yes, the Indians in these parts got sold a very raw deal. This is the heartlands we're going to. Good farming and grazing country. They lost it all. Stolen clean away from them it was, every blade of grass. Killed or herded up to the reservations in the middle of nowhere.
And how's that different from anywhere else?
Well, maybe it's not. I just heard some of the army out here was particularly unpleasant about it.
Unpleasant? How do you rob and kill people pleasantly? We don't, in spite of Dutch's talk.
I fear I was perhaps trying to simplify something more complicated for the benefit of our block-headed driver here.
Hey, don't blame it on me. Never forget, this here's a con man, Charles, born and bred. Just 'cause it sounds fancy don't mean he knows a damn thing about what he's talking about.
So for those of you guys, hold on a second. For those of you guys who don't like do game development, he basically just said, listen, we know this is a complicated subject, but we're simplifying it for you. Okay. And then the guy was like, well, how is he supposed to know? I was like, well, I actually don't listen to him. Like they're covering their asses with the dialogue in the game, which is just masterful game making.
So, what happened to your tribe?
I don't even know if I have one. At least, not that I can remember. My father was a colored man. He told me he lived with our people for a while. A number of free men did, but when we were forced to move from our lands, the three of us fled. I was too young to really remember much. My whole life I've been on the run. A couple years later, some soldiers captured my mother. Took her somewhere. We never saw her again. We drifted around. He was a very sad man, and the drink had a mean hold on him. Around 13, I just took off on my own.
That was about the age we found young Arthur here. Maybe a little older. A wilder delinquent you never did see. But he learned fast.
Not as fast as Marston, apparently.
Wait, I don't understand. What's the problem between you two?
Arthur?
It's a long story. We still heading the right way?
That depends. Are we still heading west in search of fortune and repose in virgin forests as we planned? No. Are we heading in the correct direction on our desperate escape from the law eastwards down the mountains? Yes, I believe so.
You know this area?
A little. I've been through a couple of times. There's a livestock town not too far from here called Valentine. Cowboys, outlaws, working girls, our kind of place.
Driscoll's?
Probably them too.
Pinkertons?
Let's hope not.
And this place we're going. Wait, what's it called again?
Horseshoe Overlook.
It's a good place to lie low?
It'll do for now. And how low do you think Dutch is really going to lie? It's just, you know...
I like this camera better. I just want to look at the river.
We kept telling him that ferry job didn't feel right. You and me had a real lead in Blackwater that could have worked out.
So this is the terrain here is very similar to where I live.
Dutch to lose his head like that.
Things go wrong sometimes. People die. It's the way it is. Always has been. Me, you, Dutch. We've all been in this line of work a long time.
Yeah, Martin, this is basically like this is almost identical to where I live, except a little bit more trees where I live.
What are you working on there, anyway?
Just some yarrow and ginseng. Good for the health. Better than that stuff you buy in the store. Yeah, you can have all this. I'm at the point where I can do it with my eyes closed.
I'm in Alberta, Canada.
Okay, thank you.
A little bit more harsh as far as the terrain is concerned, like more mountainous, but in the prairies where I live, like this is very similar to where it looks like where I live. That would be if I went outside, but I mean, from what I remember as a boy. Yeah, the thing is, guys, like when you're saying, well, it looks like more like Montana or Utah, we're all in the same time zone. Like the strip of the earth is all the same. So, like, yes, it looks similar to Utah and Montana, which is directly in line with my province where I live. How many horsepower is my carriage? 2 horsepower.
There you are, brother. Head in there. Follow the track for a bit.
Thanks.
Hey, slow up. I'll jump on. Okay, let's go.
Any trouble getting in here, Javier?
Nope. It went well. This is a good spot.
Excellent. I think this'll work for us, Arthur. For now, anyway. Here we are, gentlemen. Home,
One
sweet
mile
home.
per hay.
You weren't wrong, Hosea. This place is perfect.
I hope so.
Gentlemen, we have survived.
For now.
Now, it is time to prosper.
Arthur and I were about to prosper in Blackwater. We were onto something big. Then Micah got you all excited about that ferry, and here we are.
We have all made mistakes over the years, Hosea. Every last one of us.
Yeah.
But I kept us
It sounds like
together.
Jeff Bridges, you're right.
Kept us alive. Kept the nooses off our neck.
I guess I'm just worried. I ain't got that long, Dutch. I want folks safe before I go.
Me too.
And now we are stuck, east of the Grizzlies and out of money, and a long way from our dream of virgin land in the west.
I know, my brother, but we are safe.
I
We
just
make
saw
a
some-
bit of money here.
I just saw
then
some
we
titties.
move again, head out around them, be west of Uncle Sam. In a few months, buy some land.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
Would you just look around you? This world has its consolations.
Gentlemen, I'm going to head into the local town and, see if I can strike up a little business.
Who the
Of course,
is this?
Herr Strauss. I prefer robbing banks to usury. Seems more dignified somehow. Now, everyone, put your tools down for a moment. Come on, gather round. Quickly now. I know that things have been tough, but we are safe now, and we are far too poor. So it is time for everyone to get to work.
Get to work, but stay out of trouble. Remember, we are itinerant workers.
Laid off when they shut down our factory to the north. Now get out there and see what you can find. Uncle, Reverend Swanson, no more passengers. It is time for everyone to earn their keep.
There's a town a little way down the track named Valentine. Livestock town, all mud and morons, if I remember right. That seems a decent place to start.
And, we need food. Real food. That means every day. One of you.
And remember, whatever it is that you find, the camp gets its slice. Now be
Is
sensible.
it
out
communism?
Now, the girls have your tent ready, Mr. Morgan. Come with me. You two will be ready shortly.
Are the
We put
girls
you over
in
here.
the tent?
I'm sure everything will be fine, Miss Grimshaw.
It should be. Most of your stuff from Blackwater got saved.
Everything apart from my money.
Oh, don't remind me.
Well, we can always make more money.
We're gonna have to. Miss Jackson, I've seen shit with more common sense than you. Do it properly.
What? You know, I hear people are having problems, and for one time, luckily, I'm not the person having issues. So what I've heard, at least in the chat so far, is update your Windows, make sure it's up to date, update your video drivers, you know, all the same shit everyone's going to tell you what to do, you know? But I have not had any problems so far.
Got off the mountain, rode east into some pretty enough country called the Heartlands. Ain't been this far east in many a year. Dutch seems a little better. His eyes are sparkling once more, and I can see he's thinking a little clearer. I think we all feel a little happier, in spite of Blackwater and that whole mess.
Arthur?
Jose?
Quite a day.
Let's hope so.
There's a bunch of the boys already in Valentine. Bill, Charles, and Javier. And Swanson found something down at the train station by the lake, apparently. And Strauss came back with that creepy little smile on his face. I'm sure there's a whole list of unfortunates he's forced money upon.
Thank you. And you?
I'm gonna read a book.
Nice book reading. Yeah, she looks good. I'm very grizzled. Let's see here. Summer gunslinger, winter gunslinger. Ooh. I like this one. I think I'm going to change the hat, though. It's a beaver hat. I kind of like this hat the best, though. What if I do no coat? Ooh, that one's not bad either. Maybe we can do no coat.
Hello, Miss Grimshaw.
All right. Gotta have a hat. You can't be rocking around with no hat on, you know? What else we got here? Now, this is your current, like, all facial hair. I want to do it. Trim your own hair. Do I not have the required? I guess I'll just go to a barber shop later.
Morning.
Anyway, I look sweet now, at least.
Good day, Mr. Morgan.
Arrow keys? I thought I was doing that. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that looks pretty sick. Do a long ass goatee. I could look like Brad Pitt for a little bit. I kind of like that look a little bit. There we go.
We're back, Miss Grimshaw.
Do we have any stew yet? I don't know if we have any stew. Normally they have like a big pot of stew out here somewhere. There it is. Some of that stew. Nom, 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 nom. Deer butts. Nom, 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 nom. And on the ground. All right, perfect. Pick it up, bitch. Oh, the old barrel full of meat.
Morning, Mr. Morgan.
Hello.
I'm very into my crafting at the moment, Mr. Morgan. I'm very happy to make you something if you bring me the right materials.
Appreciate it, Pearson.
I don't have any leatherworking tools. Whoops.
Just name the place, my friend. Just name the place.
Excuse me.
What's your problem?
I'm always around. If you need someone.
The little interpersonal interactions are great, man. Would you get the... Excuse me,
Come on.
Excuse you, lady.
Apologies.
Do we even need to go through this?
Okay, take it easy. What we got over here?
Good morning, Arthur.
Hello.
You okay there, Tilly?
I'm okay. Warm, at least. Could do with getting out of here for a bit.
I'm sure.
No, thank you. Legends of the Fall look? Yeah, I need a haircut still, though. The beard looks good. Alright, let's go do some missions here. I'm doing the I'm pissed off walk. Like, I will give you a piece of my mind. We don't have very much stuff. That's okay.
Morning.
Hay bale detected. Ugh. Nice job. There you go, horses.
Ow! Oh, oh!
Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle.
I was thinking.
Yeah, does it pay well?
Oh, eventually.
So, while the rest of us are busy stealing, killing, lying, fighting to try to survive, you get to think all day.
Well, it's a strange world we live in, Arthur Morgan.
Do you want to head into town? See if we can find anything out?
Sure. I got some errands to run.
Great. Go check the horses are ready.
I'm calling this guy
You gonna
Steve.
take the old man into town?
Oh.
You take us too?
Well, what you got planned?
Nothing. We'll find something for y'all to do. We always do.
We're bored out of our minds. Been cooped up here for 2 weeks now. Karen's about ready to murder Grimshaw.
Well, can Miss Grimshaw spare you?
Can Miss Grimshaw spare you? What's happened to you, Arthur? 3 young, healthy women want you to take them a robbing. You're worried about house chores. Let's go.
Fair enough. You got me. Come on
That
in.
is not what I wanted.
I can't believe we're going to see civilization. Feels like weeks since we did.
Yeah, Valentine. Very embodiment of civilization. You ladies are gonna love it.
Okay, then. Let's go.
All right. Out through the trees here, then take a left.
That is not what the ladies want to do in town. They want to go shopping. Or whoring, whatever, you know. It is the Old West.
Ladies, sing us a song.
No.
Look at that Koji! He's all over the place!
This is all right.
Is one of you gonna get that fella's horse?
Well, I got lumbago. It's very serious.
All right, I'll see what's going on.
Go on. He's an old man.
Lumbago, really? You all right there, friend?
Oh, hey, you couldn't help me get my other horse back from
Look
over
at
there,
this
could you?
fucking mustache.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks. It's the white one over there.
Just gonna take a quick peek around the old stagecoach here. The white one, you said.
It looks pretty spruce.
Let's study it.
Whoa, whoa, easy. Take it easy there.
I was gonna lasso it.
Back off now. You done good, girl.
Nice horsey.
This way.
Alrighty. I mean, I feel like he could have done this himself. That's just my opinion, but
Here you go.
You're a gentleman, sir. A gentleman.
enjoy your life of indentured servitude, horse. Goodbye forever.
You're turning into a regular old fairy godmother there, Arthur.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you got a heart. A small one, perhaps, hidden deep inside, but a real one. And you haven't, you repulsive old lizard.
Well, blizzards have hearts.
Well, Arthur, I'm proud of you.
To be honest, if you lot hadn't been here, I probably would have robbed him.
Well, you did it.
Woo! Smell those sheep.
Or is that Uncle?
Oh, very funny.
This looks like a decent little town.
Other people, finally.
Look at all that snow on the mountains. Sure don't want to be back up there.
You think we should have asked Molly to come with us?
Oh, no. Miss O'Shea is far too high and mighty now for the likes of us. Or to do any real work. She's a society lady now. Okay. Take a good look around, ladies. See what we got here.
Bunch of dudes looking at us. That's what I'm seeing.
Down the main street. There's always on the right. Sure, you can pick up some bounties there, Arthur.
Heaven forbid you put your head on the line.
Yeah, that's a young man's game.
Ooh, yes.
I have 6
Get
app
up to
updates
some
available.
mischief here, all right.
Just remember, keep a low profile.
Will you remember that, though, Arthur?
Probably not.
Let's park up
See you
down
later,
the
Piercer.
end there, near the stables.
Ugh, ungoddamn believable.
All right.
What?
Here we are, just like I said. A cultural center of civilization. Man at his finest.
Uncle, what are we doing?
Well, we're gonna do what any self-respecting maniac does. Put the women to work.
With pleasure. We'll start at the saloon.
What?
Okay, just stay out of trouble and don't get yourselves noticed.
Are we doing like tugs or
I
what?
need to get something from the stores.
Okay, well, we'll see you at the general store when you're done.
Come on, ladies. Imagine we're in Paris.
Come on.
I imagine Paris and Valentine.
So that's how you see yourself, is it? A maniac? Well, in my youth, I used to be known as the one-shot kid. Okay. I'm not gonna ask why. You are a sad man, Arthur Morgan. But I know you love me. Desperately. You're my favorite parasite. No. Ringworm's my favorite parasite. You're my second favorite parasite. Very funny. I lied. Ringworm, then rats with the plague, then you. Shut up. This is the place now. Come on. Morning.
So, what do you need?
Jesus, I can smell this place. I can smell what this place
The
is.
time while we're waiting on the women.
Always thinking ahead, ain't you?
You're looking a bit tired there, Arthur. Why don't you pick up some coffee while we're here?
Let me know if you have any questions, fellers. Whiskey's on the top shelf, nearest the door.
So, we have a bunch of old towns in Alberta that have like little shitty old towns that have like, you know, the town hall has been preserved or whatever.
I don't know.
And when you go in those places, all you can smell is just like leather, wood, oil, and like rat poop. mice, you know what I mean? That like kind of musty smell.
So, you're actually buying for once? Are you feeling all right?
See this? Young folk got no respect for their elders no more. What do you reckon? The lamb or the sausage?
Well, this here's a sheep town. The lamb's the best in the state.
Now I know what the smell is.
Well, that's a ripe cheese, all right.
Got some peaches, got some carrots. Ooh, pork tenderloin. Interesting. We need some fucking coffee. Here we go.
All done.
Thank you kindly. Ah, this should do the trick.
Yep.
Candy.
That's fine whiskey.
That should do us. Let's go wait for them outside.
I kind of want to sell some stuff. Actually, doesn't really matter.
All the best, fellers.
Yeah, the online portion's out. I haven't started it yet. I'm just enjoying the visuals and the story and whatnot.
Oh, here's to your good health, sir. And to being down here off that mountain.
Absolutely.
It's a funny world, you know. This time in my career, I pictured myself being married to an heiress.
Gentlemen, I think I got something good.
Fell asleep.
I snuck into this fancy house, acted like a servant girl. Usually works. Someone was saying her sister was taking a trip from New York or someplace. Train full of rich tourists heading to Saint Denis and then cruising off to Brazil.
Okay.
A train laden with baggage and passing through a bit of deserted country at night as to get to the docks in time for the tides in some place called Scarlet Meadows.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's right out near New Hanover. Right, it's real quiet out there.
Sounds good. Where's Tilly and Karen?
I think at the hotel. They were picking up some drunken fellas that they was gonna rob.
Why?
It seemed easy.
Jesus Christ.
They haven't gone for quite a while.
I guess I'll go see if there's any trouble.
Oh, there's Tilly over there. That does not look ideal.
Excuse me.
Jesus. In Christ.
You can go kiss a damn snake for all I care. Get off me! Get off of me!
I've been
Hey, all right. Take it easy.
Get your hands off her, friend.
Who are you?
A friend of mine.
Get off her.